Hello Mechwarriors. Today we're doing a review of what I refer to as Billy Idol. Billy Idol is a Marauder Blight, and I think that this thing really fits the bill. It's crazy as hell looking, it's crazy as hell to drive on the battlefield, and it's murderous as hell in the hands of the right pilot. If you decide to get one of these, you absolutely ought to give my build a try. I took a little bit of time coming up with this build, and I'm really happy that I did. It works exceptionally well. It's deadly, and it's so good that even people on the other team will start killing their own teammates, as you'll see in the match coming up, because they're just like, wow, this is such a great build. And that's what I've done here. So let's take a look at this guy. First of all, it's got a mohawk. Yeah, just like Billy Idol. It's got sharp teeth and crazy looking smile, just like Billy Idol. And it's got all kinds of tattoos everywhere all over it, kind of like the Timberwolf Howl does in the right kind of light. This is so much fun to drive, and I can't wait to show you the build. Look at this thing. Exhaust pipes, and yes, you can see flames in here if you look at them at the right angle. And it's got tattoos everywhere and just cool looking markings. And it's got the mohawk with the triple barrel heavy machine guns going right down the center of the body. It's just such a cool looking mech. First time I saw this thing on the battlefield like 2-3 years ago, I was like, oh, I gotta have one. And miraculously, I never did a build review on it. I don't know what happened exactly, but I just really dig on this thing. It just looks so cool. Yeah, just everything. So let's take a look at this in the build. So this is what the first thing you're going to notice is it's kind of, I don't know if it's exactly a meta build or what, but I think this is an original build design that I came up with. So I've got 2 rotary 5s on here, and it has the capability of 5 ballistic points, and so I've got 3 heavy machine guns on board. I also have the advanced sensor package so I can zoom in a little bit better, which helps me spot people down range. And these don't have, you know, the most incredible range. So this is more of a close quarters brawler, but also second line defense. And I also have 2 small lasers on board, and sometimes I trade these out for flamers. But in this case, I'm running it with the 2 small lasers. And they're tied into the heavy machine guns, which have a dedicated ton of ammo to themselves. This also has 1, 2, 3, 4 tons of ammo for the rotaries, which, believe it or not, actually works out pretty well. And then the small lasers are just backup weapons that help do a little bit additional damage when you're firing those machine guns. You're only going to really fire the machine guns and the small lasers when you're trying to do a little bit of backup damage in closer quarters, and also to, you know, just get a little bit of extra support for when these things start to lock up, which they eventually will do. We're running a 325 engine on here. We have light ferro, and we have Indo steel with double heat sinks. And I think this is a pretty good roundabout overall build. When we go to the heat management here, we have a heat management of 1.38, which is pretty damn good considering. We have a firepower of 140. Wow. And then we also have a speed of 70.2, which is not terrible. Now I went with a light engine versus going with an XL because if you lose that torso, it's basically game over. Not to mention, I don't have a lot of slots left over. You can run this with a standard engine. You have to sacrifice a lot of other things in order to do that, including speed, but you could theoretically do it. I strongly don't recommend it. If you're going to run it with like the light AC5s or AC2s on here, yeah, maybe do that, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend it. And there are no jump jets, and as I mentioned before, we have the light 325. Now we jump down here to the quirks and consumables. The consumables, in my opinion, are just as important as having the additional ammo in the left torso. So we have 2 artillery strikes, and we have a cool shot. And we have another cool shot. It's important to have the 2 cool shots and the 2 artillery strikes, in my opinion. Now, if you want to sacrifice one of these artillery strikes and go with the UAV, that's also a good idea as well. But we're going to show you why you may not need those. In addition, We have a chassis C-build bonus of plus 30. Yay! We have a firepower on AC cooldown of 10% if you're going to use that. Ballistic velocity, absolutely 20% right there. Survival. Base armor to the center torso, we're getting plus 7. Base structure to the entire mech of plus 16, which is really nice that it hits across the entire board. Crit chance receiving minus 68%. Listen to that again, minus 68% on receiving. So that makes this thing really tough. And then you also have an advanced zoom, a plus 1. So in addition to the advanced zoom that you're getting out of the advanced sensor package, you're also getting an additional zoom on top of that as well. Now to go into the quirks and skills mixed together, you really honestly just go down to the skills tree, and that's where we're going. When we come down to the skills tree, I've tried this several different ways, and originally I was running AC2s, then I was running light AC2s, and I tried running AC5s. I even did a build for a while where I was running 2 LBX20s, and I just tried a bunch of different things, just trying to get a feel for the old girl, and I decided to go with a much brawlier version of the Bushwhacker, giving this thing has such better capabilities. So I went with some range here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 spots of range. The cooldown isn't really going to be a benefit to the machine guns or to the rotary auto cannons. It's mainly a benefit to the small lasers, and the small lasers are a backup weapon. They're not a primary weapon, so I'm not concerned about that. So maximum heat generation control. You want to keep this thing as cool as possible. You're going to get hot though, so you need to be careful. Velocity maxed out in addition to what it's getting in the quirks. We went with additional ammo and less chances of doing jamming as well. Yeah, it's going to jam. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. Scuttle density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, and overheat damage protection all maxed out. Absolutely a must, especially if you're running override. If you're letting yourself get hot and then you shut down, you're just becoming a target that is an expensive target on the battlefield. And a lot of times people are going to do a headshot on you while you're shut down. I mean, why not? I do it. Cool run and heat containment, additional heat protection. Remember the thing you're talking about, the UAV? I run the seismic sensor. So with the seismic sensor, I feel like that's kind of like a free UAV for being around you. If you max this out, it's even better. It's like a UAV that's even better, that never runs out of protection. A UAV is designed to tell you about people that are nearby, and that's exactly what a seismic sensor does. And that's why I don't run seismic, or I don't run UAVs on a lot of my builds. Seismic sensor is better. It doesn't wear out, it doesn't get shot down, and more importantly, it doesn't tell people exactly where you are. In addition, I've got these maxed out so I could get the 2 artillery strikes and the 2 full shots. Weapon grouping. Basically, I'm going buttons 1 and 2 for the rotary, and then buttons 3 doing the heavy machine guns and the small lasers. That way I can really dish out the damage and really control my firepower, because even though these are separated by a small number, I want to be able to fire these independently. So yeah, that tells you everything I think you really need to know about Billy Idol. And I feel like Billy just really is so much fun to drive on the battlefield, and I really love the look of this thing with the big mohawk and the exhaust pipes on the back and the crazy looking paint scheme with tattoos everywhere on it. I think it just looks sick as hell. And I hope you like this build, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Right now, I think
in the past like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Online. Sensors online.
I have noticed that
online.
As well. Or at least new
All
accounts.
systems nominal.
I started a new account to matches with my wife.
but even on
New
Solaris,
target acquired.
it doesn't work to be slow in that thing.
Supposed to be quick, I know that much.
New target acquired.
Thanks.
Well, the Stalker is a stick.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
That barely touched that guy. That guy did pretty damn.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Come on, what about it?
Artillery strike
Work up
activated.
and already on.
Artillery strike online.
That guy.
Target spotted.
Artillery strike activated. New target acquired. New target acquired.
I took his arm.
New target acquired.
We're gonna left. We got an assault down near Assault 5.
New target acquired. Autocannon ammo at 25%. New target acquired. Target destroyed. Autocannon ammo at 0%. acquired. Torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Right arm critical damage. Machine gun ammo destroyed. Autocannon destroyed. Small laser destroyed. Right torso critical damage. Right flag critical damage. Machine gun ammo at 25%. Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Center torso critical damage. Autocannon destroyed.
Down to the bone. Down to the bone. And I still didn't have top 10. That was great, man.